We're answering all your biggest questions about Matthew Mercer's new Pathfinder-based actual play, Lost Odyssey Godfall.
We're gonna go screaming and happy.
We went straight to the source to get your most burning questions about Matt Mercer's new actual play answered. But before we dive into what makes this new series so special, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep these videos coming. And then, let's talk some Godfall. When we brought you the news that Matt Mercer was reuniting with Felicia and Geek and Sundry for a new Pathfinder-based actual play, you guys had a lot of questions. So, we reached out directly to Demiplane, who are producing Lost Odyssey Godfall along with Pathfinder, to get those questions answered. So let's start with one of the biggest. Which version of Pathfinder will they be using? We reached out to Roll20 and Demiplane for some clarification, and they told us that Lost Odyssey Godfall will be using the new Pathfinder 2nd Edition remaster rules. And in fact, they believe that all the characters, including Matt Mercer, use classes from the new Player Core 1 and Player Core 2. So they will be adventuring using the most current version of Paizo's hit role-playing system, which makes sense with Pathfinder as co-producers of this new actual play. Matt Mercer came from a big Pathfinder background, with Critical Role actually starting out as a 1st edition Pathfinder game that was adapted to D&D when Felicia helped convince him to start filming for Geek and Sundry, so this will be an amazing return to his roots for Matt. And even more specifically, this actual play will center around the War of Immortals source book that was just released for Pathfinder's 2nd Edition remaster, which coincidentally also deals heavily with the gods of the Pathfinder setting and the death of one of the divine beings as they fight for their own survival, which should be an easy transition for Matt since it's remarkably similar to Campaign 3 of Critical Role. Another big question we got is how will the virtual reality aspect of the actual play be realized? And we were told that they in fact recorded an entire VR viewing option with a rig that was seated at the table itself, allowing you to see all the actual play as if you were sitting in that seat. The cast themselves will also experience some VR setting for certain moments of the actual play, which you can see when they put on their headsets during the promos, and which the viewers at home will also see alongside them as if they were wearing the same group of VR headsets. You'll basically have two ways to watch this actual play, either as an edited cinematic journey where the action is all cut together like a standard but incredibly polished and well-produced actual play, or a VR experience, which will effectively let you watch as though you were at the table through a pretty elaborate VR recording rig that they had seated at the table, along with the players. So if you want to see a polished, finished product with Matt Mercer, Felicia Deborah Ann Woll, and the rest of the amazing cast edited together like a cinematic experience, you can choose that option. Or you can choose the option where it's like you've slapped on a VR headset and put yourself in between Reggie Watts and Brendan Routh right at the table. The final question, and maybe the biggest question, is this just a one-off? The Lost Odyssey series has been around for years, with various celebrities joining one-shot campaigns across various worlds and gaming systems. But while Demiplane and Roll20's team did confirm to us that this was a single actual play, they did leave the door open for it to become something more. When asked if this would be a two-part series or more, instead of responding no, they responded, "Not yet." So if you want to see more of this unique viewing experience, or just more of Matt Mercer reuniting with both Felicia and the Pathfinder TTRPG system, make sure you keep an eye out on Geek and Sundry's YouTube channel for a specific release date, which should be coming any day now, as big views could mean more episodes of Lost Odyssey Godfall heading your way. And those are your 3 biggest questions about Lost Odyssey Godfall answered. If you have any more questions, let us know down in the comments and we'll do our best to get those answered as well. And don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.